Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, April 17th. I'm a little late. Got home late. Had to go buy hot dogs and buns and condiments and all that stuff for our kids' club meeting for Saturday. So tomorrow I'm going to be really busy, so had to go do it today. That's why I'm 10 minutes late today. Sorry about that. Hopefully some of you will find me here today. Some probably thought that I skipped it for today. Next week I probably won't be here. Next week we'll be filming in Laredo, Mexico. Filming a new episode down there. First episode for year 39. I didn't shave. Hey Brian, hey Terry, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Sorry I'm late today. While we wait for people, let me play our little Alaska thing. Remind people that we have Alaska trip in June. Hey Philip, here's a little Alaska thing for you guys while we wait for people. Hi everybody. See a bunch of you joined in. Got over 20 people, but only 7 likes. Can we get some more likes? Hey Jeff, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're off the water, but you probably aren't. You're probably out there. Hello Warren. Hey Alan. Yeah, it wasn't that day at the docks. We originally talked about not doing it because of the lack of support from San Diego. And then when I thought about doing it, none of my volunteers were available. Everybody had already made family plans, so had to pass it up. Hopefully next year we can do it. So suggestions for open party boats for the 805. That's pretty good. A lot of the really good boats are charter boats, but Robert will be here in a second. He lives up there. He can probably give you some boats. I just added a charter today on the Carloma. Haven't been on that boat in like 20 years. And it's leaving out of Oxnard. And we will be fishing on that boat on Sunday. I want to say it's August 10th, but it's in August on a Sunday. So we will be on that boat. Didn't sand bass go down to 2, Jeff? I think you can only catch 2 sand bass, but I'm not sure. Haven't checked the rules. Yeah, Quaker, we'll be out of Hook's Landing. We just did the deal today, so the trip isn't even on our website. On Tuesday, we should have it up on the website. So if any of you want to join us in out of Oxnard, that would be cool. Yeah, Valdez can be great fishing. I haven't fished out of there myself, but I've heard about it. And we have a trip to Alaska in June. If any of you want to join us, just call Shelter Cove Lodge and tell them you want to be part of the trip and the group, and they will add you to my group. And just a reminder that this coming Saturday, that's the wrong one. This coming Saturday, I will be doing a seminar at Bass Pro in Irvine. Well, that's good news. So they proposed to cut it down to 2, but they agreed on 4. So we only lose 1 sand bass. That's good. Yeah, so if any of you are free this coming Saturday at 3 o'clock, I will be at the Bass Pro Shop in Irvine. Come by and say hello. And in the morning, I'll be at Lake for our Kids Club meeting. So that happens at this Saturday, 3rd Saturday of the month at 9 a.m. And if you have kids that have never fished before or no kids that want to go, it's the first time coming, please get there early because the city and the park has paperwork that they want you to fill out. Sam, I need your help on Saturday. You can help us at Lake. I don't have enough volunteers. 2 of my regulars won't be there. Steve hasn't told me what is going on, but he had surgery this week. I don't know what kind of surgery. I just know he had surgery. And Kevin is getting ready for his surgery. So nothing going on there with Kevin. So we won't have Kevin at Saturday too. So those of you that can volunteer, I need volunteers, please. Please, 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 for Saturday. Real time, no, I think the limit is still 5 bass combination. What Jeff was talking about is that you can't catch more than 4 sand bass. I thought it was going to be 2 sand bass, but Jeff says that they Fish and Wildlife agreed on making it 4. So it's still 5 fish limit on bass, but 4 of them can be sand bass, and then the other one could be a calico or spotted bay or whatever. Any updates on your trips? Yeah, we just added that brand new trip on the Caroloma out of Oxnard, out of Hook's Landing. It'll be on Sunday, August 10th. Sunday, August 10th. So that's cool. And nothing new on the derbies. We haven't had any luck getting any of the cities to want to add derbies. Everybody has a really strict budget, and people are nervous about everything. So we'll see what happens. And if you guys are thinking about buying fishing tackle, I would buy it really soon, because these tariffs are going to make lots of the rods and reels and terminal gear very expensive. You know, what is it, 150%, 145% tariff for China? And a lot of that stuff comes from China. So a lot of your pure fishing, your pin reels and all that, Akuma reels, all that's going to be super expensive. Once the tariffs hit in, I don't know how they're going to be able to absorb that at store level. So it's going to get expensive. If you're looking for an electric reel or anything like that, get it now. So those prices are just going to go through the roof. I don't know exactly how much they're going to go up, but talking 145% tariff, it's going to be expensive. Yeah, Alan, I saw that they added a salmon season. What I don't understand, I saw the email from Fish Emeryville. It looks like they're only opening it up to certain weekends. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work. It looks like it's like 2 days at a time the season's open. So that's kind of different. So we'll see what happens. And I did notice that the season will be open for salmon. Well, I'm up in Emeryville the last week of September. So I have to talk to the boats and see if we're going to be able to fish salmon when we go up there on the new Huck Finn and the new Huck Finn and on the Seawolf. So we'll see what happens with that. Hey Kevin, glad you made it. Hopefully you're feeling better. Jerry's on here from Hawaii. Hello. Jerry, I'd love to go fish in Hawaii. I've just never been invited by any of the resorts or the tourism board or anybody. I've only fished in Hawaii one time, and that was on vacation. But yeah, haven't done anything really there. Hey, I see my cousin is on from Northern California. Firefighter and a full-on fisherman. Hello, Dylan. Mr. Choa, hello. Quaker Oak says that he's stocked up on fishing gear last year. That's good. So Lloyd says look at eBay for electric reels, that they have some cheap options. That's good. Oh, okay. So Jeff is saying that for all bass, it's going to change to 4. I didn't know that. I thought that was only for sand bass. So, yeah, so Jeff is saying that the size limit's still the same, 14 inches. And for now, the total is 5 bass. But the limit on bass is going to go down to 4 per person. That's going to hurt. Yeah, only 4 bass per person. Not good. What does ice cream say? Oh, you're looking for somebody in the OC to wrap your rod for you? Jeff just bought 2 more electric reels. I have 2 electric reels right now, and I might buy another one. Maybe get a couple more, and I can use them for my private charters. But most of my private charters don't want to go rock fishing. They want to stay closer to shore, try to get some surface fish. But sometimes that's all you have. So here's last month's Kids Club meeting. Again, this Saturday we have a Kids Club meeting. So don't forget, this coming Saturday we have a Kids Club meeting at Lake Lake. And if any of my volunteers are available, please be there. I'm getting kind of nervous because we don't have very many, we have a lot of volunteers that are out right now. All right, here's what happened last meeting. Yeah, so if any of you can be there, the volunteers, I need you badly for this coming Saturday. So is that Kraken? Who makes that one? What brand is that? I know the other one is made by Daiwa. Okay. So my cousin Dylan saying that up in the Bay Area they have 4-inch anchovies. They have live bait starting tomorrow. And they're already catching a lot of halibut with frozen bait. So it's only going to get better now that they have live bait. So Kevin's having his surgery next Wednesday. For those of you that missed this is Donnie from Northern Cal. He sent me this video. It's pretty impressive to see. Oh, where did it go? That's weird. Why doesn't it see it? Here, I'll find it for you guys. This is pretty cool to see what happens underwater. Fishing deep, like 200 feet for lingcod. So that's Donnie's rig going down to the bottom. And then when it hits the bottom, you'll actually see the bottom. And those fish you see with the dots, they call those yellowtail. We call them Johnny bass. Now that top bait's going to get bit first by a rockfish. But it's kind of weird. The fish, there it goes. I don't know how the fish gets away, but he spits out the bait. So the fish gets away there. Now the rig's going to go back to bottom, and you can see all those Johnny bass around the lures there. There's another one. And then it's going to go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see the bottom. I don't know how it gets enough light to see the bottom at 200 feet. You should see the bottom here soon. It's falling down to the bottom again. Okay, there's the bottom. So that's the bottom of the ocean there. Bait sitting there. Now he's going to lift it up, and then a lingcod's going to come up and attack it. We always talk about how lingcod like to chase baits. They'll come up off the bottom after them. And this is proof of it right there. Lingcod comes up from the bottom, sees that bait, devours it, and Donnie catches it. That's the fish. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, Kevin, it's not called the new longfin. It's called the longfin in orange. Oh, okay, so that's the one they're talking about. Yeah, when you're fishing deep, you're fishing over 500 feet. You really want to have, an electric reel. Kevin, you're going to try to go to Irvine? If you're going to go to Irvine, please come to the kids club meeting first, because I do not have enough help. I already know 2 scout troops that are coming. Are olive rockfish. We just call them Johnny bass. I don't know. I was taught that so many years ago. I always call them that. Well, Jeff, if you can get that video, send it to me. I'd like to see it. I can share it with everybody. I'd like to get some footage of a yellowtail hitting a lure. So we got some reports for you from San Diego. Here's the bait situation first for San Diego.
Going on, Dan and everybody. Just wanted to give a thank you to all y'all who came out Day at the Docks. It was exciting to see everybody. Very cool. At Dana Point, we have 5 to 7 inch sardine right now. At Mission Bay, we also have 5 to 7 inch sardine. At San Diego Bay, we have 3 to 5 inch anchovy. That's probably going to change as the week continues. We are seeing a lot more sardine. So as the season progresses, we will be sardine heavy. Also, thank you guys for checking out our Bait Report webpage. Dan has been an inspiration for that, and we appreciate Dan's help. If you don't know, you can scan the QR code on the screen and see what we're offering at all 3 of our bait barges live. And we're trying to keep that updated as often as possible. Thank you, guys.
That's nice of Jonas to do that. And if you guys don't know the story, Jonas and me, he was a kid living up here in the LA area and fished some of our events. And now he works on the bait barges. Pretty cool. Yeah, Kevin, if you can make it, that would be great. So Jimmy came by my office yesterday, and we opened up all 52 fishing rods and put them all together, but we didn't have time to rig them. So I'll probably bring a few of them to the meeting on Saturday just in case we need them. But they aren't rigged. But they are together. I was able to rig up 10 rods, different rods for practice casting. So we'll have that. And then next month, the first Saturday next month, we'll be at MacArthur Park for a free kids fishing event. It'll be a co-production with us, Fish and Wildlife Fishing City Program, and the City of Los Angeles Park and Recreation at MacArthur Park. They do a great job there. They even started a kids club like we have at Lake, which the Rampart Police Department helps them with. And here's a little notice for that.
This is Dan Hernandez inviting you to join us for a free kids fishing event. The Daniel Hernandez Youth Foundation will be hosting a free kids fishing event on Saturday, May 3rd at MacArthur Park. Everything's free for the kids. Make plans to be there, and I'll see you there.
So that's that. And then we have meet and greet trips starting the first week of May. I think it's May 1st is actually the first one. So if any of you are interested in fishing with me but don't want to be necessarily on a TV show, you can join me for that. And here's a little bit about that.
Hey guys, I want you to know that starting in May, we're going to do our meet and greet trips again on the Gale Force. Looks like it's going to be the first week of each month, either a Wednesday or Thursday. The information is down below. But you just go to the Gale Force website and look for the first week of each month. And I'll be hosting a meet and greet trip. I'll be on the boat like a deckhand fishing with you and help you out, help you catch more fish. So if you want to come out, but you don't want to be on a TV filming trip, but you want to come fish with me or meet me, come join me on a meet and greet trip on the Gale Force. They're lots of fun, limited to 20 people. So come out and fish with me and just go to the Gale Force website to sign up. Again, the first trip is in May, first week of May. So come out and join me. It'll be before Cinco de Mayo. So come out and let's go have a great time fishing at Catalina Island on the Gale Force. Come join me in May and every other month after that. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Quaker, I don't know about what you've heard, but we go to that park every year and nobody's ever hooked a bicycle or a scooter. We have caught like leather belts and stuff like that, but nobody's ever brought in a bike. So that would make good structure for the fish. There's a lot of fish there. There's a lot of carp there. The kids catch a lot of carp using bread. But I'm really proud that 25 years ago, maybe 22 years ago, something like that, the first fish that were put in that lake after Metro Rail was built was by my youth foundation with the partnership we had with Blue Cross back then. And we put $10,000 worth of catfish in there. And it's worked out really good. So that lake has fish now really good. And when Echo Park got drained to fix the bottom, a lot of the bass that were at Echo Park went into MacArthur Park. So there are quite a few fish there. And I know there's carp there too. So there's a lot of carp there too. So that's one of the things I'm proud of is every time I drive by that park and drive down Wilshire and I see a kid or somebody fishing there, I know that's partly because over 20 years ago, we stocked that lake. So that's pretty cool. Nice to know. Nice to see. Yeah, so they say add soft plastics to the bucktails and the grubs and they catch the squid. They catch the lingcod. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have our first fish report from San Diego. I'm going to play it for you right now. Captain Jeff sent me an email, and he just mentioned it here too, that he ran 3 trips to Channel Islands recently, I guess in the last week or so. And they caught 2 of the trips had limits of white sea bass. And he said that they didn't have any shorts. They had all legals. No shorts. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true. What Kevin's saying, last year quite a few trout were caught too. And then he said Drama caught that carp a while ago. All right, so this is I think it's the Pacific Voyager. I'm not sure, but the captain decided to give us a fish report, and Jonas asked him when he was at the bait receiver. So let's hear what San Diego has to say about fishing.
All right, guys, how's it going? My name is Max from the Pacific Voyager. Let's give you guys a little fishing update on what's going on locally or in San Diego here. There's some good bluefin starting to show up. We're seeing good sign. Should be biting any day now. We're starting to see a little bit of nighttime fish as well as daytime fish. There's also some yellowtail kelps. The Player Supreme had a little over 200 the other day, so very good yellowtail fishing. Locally, there's good half-day fishing for rockfish and all that. It's starting to pick up. So it definitely seems like the season's shaping up, and hopefully have some good fishing soon.
That was Captain Max on the Pacific Voyager. First time he gave us a report. And I just asked Jonas the other day if he could ask the captain or two to give us a little report when they come in to get bait. And he was able to get that for me today. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, so this Saturday I will be at Lake in the morning for the kids club meeting. And then in the afternoon, I will be in Irvine at the Bass Pro Shop. Hey, Kevin Adams, long time no see. Kevin is a good supporter of our youth foundation, helps us with the propane cans that we need to feed to fire up our barbecues, to feed the kids. Him and his wife Nancy have been big supporters of ours for many, many years. Kevin, it's time to come fishing again. You looked really good last time I saw you. Let's get you back on the water. I wish you guys were joining me in the East Cape in May. Be good to see that. Cool. Yeah, come join me at the Bass Pro Shop. I was going to say that because that's close to your house. But please come. I'll be there this coming Saturday. Come by and say hello. Hello, Jerry. Jerry's there too. Nice to see that. Yeah, so come join me this Saturday, 3 o'clock at the Bass Pro Shop in Irvine. It'll be good. And then for those of you that didn't know, come November 1st, Saturday, we are going to have our first fishing tackle swap meet at the same store, at the Irvine Bass Pro Store, Bass Pro Shops in Irvine. So that's pretty exciting. They invited us to come and hold our swap meet there, so we're all excited about that. So what's to talk about albacore? I see something in there. Oh, John's talking about back in the 70s. Yep. So Jeff is on a 3.5-day bluefin trip. Are you going to run really far south on a 3.5 day? Or are you going to spend your time at like Tanner and Cortez? Have you decided yet? Are you on the trip now, Jeff? Are you guys traveling out there? Or are you home? I mean, are you in on land here? Okay, guys, I have 35 of you, but only 27 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? Yeah, Kevin, go out fishing. Go get some white sea bass. They're biting. Oh, Quaker, do not use corn for carp where there's trout. It will kill the trout. You want to use bread. You can use dough. You can use biscuits. But bread works out pretty good. For some reason, the carp really like bread. Hot dog buns work. All that works out good. Yeah, live free. That's been the word lately about albacore. But I was asking Jeff earlier if anybody has reported catching any, but I haven't heard back if anybody's actually caught an albacore. But that would be nice if somebody did. All right, guys, so here's the new thing I just added to my boat. I've been having such a hard time finding deckhands that I had to come up with the solution. And sadly, part of the solution is me doing the charters alone by myself. I turned down 3 trips already this month because I didn't have a deckhand. Chris is waiting for his operation. The other guy that I had tried it, but he had a hard time with the anchor. So now I came up with a new solution, and this is it. Let me show it to you guys.
Here's my brand new anchoring system for my boat, mi sueño, for private charters. Make it nice and easy. Works with the remote control, wireless. Run it from the wheelhouse. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to start using it this season. So give us a call. We're available, private charters.
So that's the new anchoring system, so we'll see how it works out. So Jeff says that commercial boats are getting albacore right now 350 miles west. That's a long ways out there. So Jeff is fishing the Wishbone Bank west of Ensenada. That's a ways out there. Fam Gaming, what's the question? Hey Dan, what size bucktail should I try for rockfish? If I was to fish them and you're fishing deep water, I would use the 1 ounce bucktails, and it doesn't matter if you use the regular 1 ounce or if you use the HDs. I really like the HDs when you're fishing deep water because of the big hook. It's an 8/0 hook. It's a really big hook. I know it seems like it's too big, but it's not. So you see the big rockfish and the reds, the salmon groupers, they'll swallow this really easy. So I would use the HDs, 1 ounce with a 1 pound sinker, space them about 2.5 to 3 feet apart. So that'd be good. So that's what I say. Kevin will not be able to help us out with the bait at MacArthur Park, so hopefully I'll have Brad there. We'll see what other volunteers show up. And I don't know what we're going to do for cooking hot dogs. James may not be available, and Jim Morrissey is not available. In case you guys didn't know, he has been going through cancer treatments, and he just doesn't feel up to it right now with everything that's going on. So hopefully he'll recover quickly and we'll get him back. So we'll see. So Alan's telling Kevin where the nearest Tommy's is by the Bass Pro Shops. I don't think you have to tell Kevin. I think he's been to every Tommy's Burger in Southern California, and he's probably been to all of them in Nevada too. All the times he takes his wife to Vegas. Thanks, Jeff. I'm interested to see how it works. I need to see how it goes going down. I don't know if it does a free fall or if it's only by the remote, so we'll see. Yeah, what Jeff is saying there, guys, about your sinkers is very important because too many people will do that. They'll take two sinkers and tie them together, two torpedo sinkers, and it just helicopters down and tangles everybody. So, yeah, make sure you have the right sinkers. Make sure you have 1 pound sinkers when you go and some lighter ones in case you get in the shallow waters, but 16-ounce sinkers. Up north, they want everybody to use 16-ounce sinkers. When you're in San Francisco and that up there, Emeryville, they always want that. Quaker, that's a good question. I don't think I've ever seen Kevin bring Tommy burgers on a boat for lunch. I think I've seen him bring them on for dinner when the boat's leaving, but I don't think I've ever seen him take them and leave them on the boat for the next day. And I don't think, if Kevin brought Tommy burgers for the next day, I'm just saying they probably wouldn't last the night because Kevin isn't the kind of person to put them in the refrigerator and hope that they survive and that nobody eats them before he gets there. So I don't think so. And for those of you that weren't around for the swap meet, we had a good turnout. I was very happy with the number of vendors we had and all that. Wish we would have, had more people there, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. But it went pretty good. Here's a little bit of how that turned out.
Our fishing tackle swap meet is now open. Come on by, pick up some deals.
So that was some pictures from the swap meet. We didn't have very many volunteers that day. I think we only had 4, maybe 5 volunteers. Normally we have like 10. I guess it's everybody's busy. Hopefully we'll get more people for Saturday. This Saturday. And can one of you guys email Robert and ask him if he can pick up the ice for Saturday? That would be great. Warren, what are my boat lengths? So I have 3 boats. The Chris Craft is 31 footer. I don't use that for charters. That's the boat that my parents use every week to hang out on and wave at people and hang out. It's kind of their beach house. The Tiara that I use for my charters that you saw with the anchor system, that one is officially 31, but with the pulpit and the swim step, it's 34 feet. And then in my driveway, I have a little 16, 17 footer, which I haven't used, and I better use it this year. I spent a lot of money getting it fixed up and getting it ready to go. It was my best friend's boat, Larry, but needed a lot of work. It's got a brand new engine on it, which was $10,000, and I probably spent another $4,000 or more filling it up with foam and glass to make it all nice, and we painted it too inside. So I need to use that boat. You know, somehow we always get on the subject of food. So, Live Free says pizza. Yeah, pizza is always good to have on the boat on the way out. Lots of people like that. Lots of crews have that on the way out. Quaker, it wouldn't matter to Kevin that if you reheated the Tommy burger, he would still eat it. He likes it. Yeah, Kevin's wife makes the Spam rice things. I'm not sure how you pronounce it that he's talking about. And we always have those on the boats. That's what I normally eat while I'm rigging my rods and reels up. I used to get spoiled with Larry when Larry was alive because I never had to rig my rods and reels. He would always do that for me. That was kind of nice. Well, I have to check mine out, Jeff, and see if it's got that controlled descent. Because I just see the lever that goes down. So, and it's neat. It's a little small remote. I have two of them, just in case the batteries die on one of them. So I have two of them with me, so that's cool. All right, so just a reminder, this coming Saturday is a kids club meeting at Lake. Hopefully I'll have a bunch of volunteers there. And then Saturday afternoon, I will be speaking at the Bass Pro Shop in Irvine. My first seminar that I've done in a few years, probably about 4 years, 5 years. So we'll see how that goes. I should probably start thinking about it. But they asked me to talk a little bit about travel trips. So I'll be talking a little bit about my East Cape trip and my Alaska trip. And of course, anything you want to talk about local fishing. Be glad to do that. Hopefully, people like Kevin Adams that lives there in that area can join us there. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. And then next Wednesday I leave for Loretto. I'll be filming there for a week. We'll be going out on a boat for a couple of days, 2-3 days, fishing out of Loretto. Haven't fished out of downtown Loretto in years, so I'm looking forward to it. So it should be lots of fun. Our first trip of year 39. I can't believe 39 years I've been doing this. Pretty remarkable. We just closed another deal for our content. It's not Russia, but it's those countries along Russia, like Poland and all that, and some of the other countries over there. So my content will be up there. They license 100 episodes, so that's pretty cool. And today our app for Androids, Google Play, you can find it. So there's now an app to watch my episodes for free. It just has the ads that they drop in there. And it's on Google Play. It's also on Roku. There's two Dan Hernandez apps, Sport Fishing Dan Hernandez apps on Roku where you can see content for free there too. And then if you guys ever want to download my video on demand channel, you can do that and watch it for free. Oh no, that's $1.90 a month. Lloyd's giving tips on how to reheat a Tommy burger. Hey Drew, how you doing? Jay and Drew in Whittier, hello. Come fish with us. Yeah, Vaughn's tamales, those things are great. Yeah, Desert, I agree with you. I think part of the reason that the galley burgers, a couple reasons. One, they always taste so good, is because you're on the ocean, so just the smell of the water on that helps. But I like that because they're always cooked on a flat pan, so that keeps the juices in them. So I think that's part of the reason too, so they're nice and juicy. So I think that's good. So Jess Jeff, do you have the same kind of system? Do you have a drum like that for the anchor? I mean, I know when you're tuna fishing you don't anchor at all, but I guess at Cortez and Tanner you would anchor. For your white sea bass fishing, you're anchoring. Yeah, the other thing though, which I didn't know about was that there's Spectra anchor line now. I have 600 feet of Spectra anchor line on that anchor drum. And there's like 75 feet of normal nylon on top of it. So that's kind of different. It's shorter chain than I'm used to. Normally I have 60 feet of chain. This is only 30 feet of chain. So I'm going to try it out, and if I don't like it, then I'll go ahead and do that. Yes, they can watch me in Croatia. And watch me in England. I'm on fishing.tv. It's an app out of England. You can watch my episodes there. So that's pretty cool. We'll be in Germany here soon. So it's pretty neat. Any good places to spend a week with the wife, 13-year-old Mexico. Come fish with us in the East Cape, Warren. Fish with us in the East Cape. East Cape is a great location. All the information's on my website. Come to the East Cape, and that's an awesome place to go. Beautiful location. The boats are about half the price of Cabo, and because you have 80 miles of Baja Peninsula blocking the ocean, it's really, really nice. So come fish with me on the East Cape. All right. All right, Tyler, that's okay. I was hoping to have you there at the meeting, but sorry you can't make it. So any of the other deckhands, if any of the other volunteers can make it Saturday, please be there. We need help. Okay, so his has a hood over it. Cool. Yeah, I've never had one of these, so we'll see how it works. Quaker, in some of the countries, they dub them. Most of them stays in English and they put subtitles. So it's a little bit different. Mike B, I don't know that one, but maybe Jeff does. I don't know if the one in Marina Del Rey can take boats that big, but there is a lift operation out of Marina Del Rey, but I don't know if they take boats that big, 38 feet. That's pretty big. All right, guys. Brad's not going to be there either. Oh, man. It's going to be ugly. I might be the only volunteer there. So we'll see what happens. All right. I guess Brad's out of town. Hopefully I get everybody back from MacArthur Park. Hey, Warren, thank you very much for your super chat. It's the first one we got today. I really appreciate it. And all of you that are members of my YouTube channel, thank you guys very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, I don't know about Stack, but I don't know if that place, Jeff, in Marina Del Rey, can't put it on a trailer, leave it on a trailer. Chris, I like to use a 6-ounce B52 bucktail for lingcod. I use a 6-ounce and put a large single-tail grub on it. And I like the glow-in-the-dark. Glow-in-the-dark and the chrome would be my two go-tos for lingcod. You can also use a 1-ounce HD and put a big grub on it, but with a sinker. All right, Jeff, let's talk at the Irvine store. I'm looking for deckhands. I need deckhands. Hey, Joe, how you doing? All right, guys, it's after 8, so I'm going to say goodbye, go grab some dinner. Thank you all for being here. It was a nice turnout today. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining us. Hey, Chris.
Hopefully you're feeling better, Tony. Your dad's doing good too, I hope. Text me tomorrow. Let me know how you're doing. Hopefully you can get back on the water. Yeah, don't they have that set up too in Dana Point? I mean, I don't know if they do that or not there, where they lift boats in and out. But I don't know anybody that takes boats that big. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll see some of you on Saturday, either at Lake or at Irvine. Good night, everybody. Be safe out there, Jeff. Good night, everybody. Be careful. Check the weather reports before you go fishing, everybody. And I won't see you before then, so happy Easter, everybody. Have a great Easter. Enjoy the time with your family and have a great time. It's nice to see so many people out here tonight. So thank you guys very much. Yeah, I don't know of any stack places around here, so especially about that big. He'd be lucky if they put it on a trailer for him. All right. Good night, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye.